Hey, Harry. Not talking about anything weird.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, buddy. How you doing? Hey.
You gonna sit there?
Fire. Fire!
They fully smoked us. Do you
They
remember?
smoked us out. That was the last scene before we went away on hiatus.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It was me carrying you out of that room. They did it all with dry ice. And
It's like we literally couldn't see anything.
Yeah, you guys got smoked out for real.
that we
Yeah.
really smoked. I remember.
I was
that.
outside. Doc's
You were
outside and waiting.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I
We
don't know if we can continue. We can't actually
anything.
see anything. It's just like pure smoke from like
Yeah.
thick,
And
thick,
I
thick
remember panicking because I'm so claustrophobic, and as soon as
Yeah.
I can't see, I just start to freak out.
and I'm there like, oh, are you ready for me to jump on your back?
I
Like,
know, and then I'm like,
like,
I'm
she
not
wasn't
gonna drop
ready.
you. I'm just really freaking out right now.
oh, so good.
I don't actually know what I did.
Cut. Great. Awesome.
Talking is overrated.
Everyone always complains about Way Hot getting interrupted, but you two have gotten interrupted so many times this year.
Doc, did you eat another fireman?
You guys gotta learn to move faster. You gotta learn to move faster.
In the future, if you want to hurt me, just say please.
You seem nice.
I don't know if Doc at this point would be jealous, or let's say he's not threatened. He's more jealous. I'd say he's not too big to be jealous, but I don't think he's threatened by what Noam poses towards Winona.
Well, you should be.
He's very jealous, extremely jealous, insecure about it. Yes, threats and
But I don't know where Peacemaker is.
But I do.
I feel like Winona is being rejected by Doc and her gun, and it's always in this way that's like morally superior. To Winona's eyes, it's like the Doc, the gun, they both think of her as not good enough. So Winona is being rejected everywhere, it feels like. And again, like her only role in life really is with Peacemaker. Like, and so if she doesn't have Peacemaker, she's kind of got no purpose.
I will do anything to get her back.
Nicole just really needed somebody. Can you imagine? You know, she's lost Winona and Waverly and Doc, and she just, like, the only other person is Jeremy, and he just sort of ghosted her. And I think she just feels really abandoned. And he's the only other person who really knows what's going on. So she's the only person who she could talk to him about it or team up with him. They could try to figure it out together. I think there's so many layers of like, the man, like where did you go?
Yeah. No, I feel mad about that for sure.
Action.
John Henry Holliday saved my life. I knew then I was bound to him.
all that stuff is so good. Once again, this whole season has been really great to play for Doc. A lot of things are coming together for the character, and it makes me really happy. As much as he realized some things about Wyatt, I think more importantly he made self-realizations in that moment. Doc's done with the past, in my opinion, and I think he's been holding on to it for the first 3 seasons and maybe up to this point. Even after having Alice and falling in love with Winona, I think he was still holding on to the past, and I think now moving forward he has the ability to let go completely. So I'm very excited for what's going to happen.
That scene was really hard in my mind because I was like, the casting of Wyatt is going to be critical. Wyatt of a certain age, just like this iconic cowboy who's lived such an incredible life. So we used this Canadian actor called Scott Hyland. He's like a complete legend. But Tim, I want to give you a compliment because I think that scene was really important to me. It was such a key moment in Doc's development. And I think you just elevated it in a way beyond my wildest dreams.
What would Wyatt think of all this? Do you think he'd be proud of me?
I'm no longer certain. that you would be proud of him.
I could have just done the whole scene on Tim Rozon's face, just as he like his delight and joy and regret in seeing his old friend, and then kind of the disappointment and realizing that Wyatt is kind of this fallible person who's made mistakes. Honestly, you played it so wonderfully, and every take, Tim, was gorgeous. Gorgeous.
That was awesome. You gave me Mel, and it was great that Winona was there for Doc to see those moments. Really good. There's so many levels going on.
I think it's beautiful, and I agree with you. I think it's a complete turning point for Doc Holliday this year.
We were already dealing with our own thing, and then a knife came by our head. We turn around, it's her, it's craziness.
And then I'm like, why are you fighting Nicole?
She started it.
This scene, it was matched. It very much matched the energy that was going on, I think, around it. It was like, ah.
I think now we're at a place where somebody does something crazy and we're aware it's not them. Like we all know each other's hearts and true natures, because we've all been at some point under the influence of something else.
We're more forgiving of that.
Or not. You know, Doc Holliday is just not, he's not in a place to judge anybody. So, you know, I think he was just, he'll wait till he knows what's going on before he was about to make any assumptions of what Officer Hop is going.
Apparently she did something terrible, but every time she tries to tell us what it is, she throws some.
Oh, the vomiting.
I mean, it was just like sludgy, disgusting oatmeal.
Yeah.
And then there were frogs in place.
I guess like the most discomfort thing for you was sitting in that water. Kat, by the end of the day, just like...
I was nutty.
Just so out of it.
There was a lot in that episode. Again, like, don't take my girlfriend away from me again. You know, that feeling of just like complete despair. Don't with me. Don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Don't fudge with me, because there's nothing more important right now than me finding a way to get her back, and like just the intensity of all of that.
I know how this looks, but I'm asking you to trust us.
This is the part of the video where you subscribe.
And you like, and you comment.
Well, nice comment.
Yeah, please.